Welcome to Freedom in Hours. Andy here again. Really excited to have you back with us today. So today I'm going to be talking about something I'm really passionate about, and that's why Bitcoin is a bad investment. Now, there's been a lot of words about Bitcoin going on at the moment with it pushing $40,000. And here at Freedom in Hours, we're really passionate about ensuring that you create the life you desire and the financial life you desire. And part of that is making sure that you guys don't fall into traps that could hurt your wealth. Now, Bitcoin at $40,000 at the moment, it really does frighten me. I really believe Bitcoin is a bad investment. I actually owned Bitcoin long ago at $1,000, and even back then, I didn't think it was worth much money. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk a bit about how Bitcoin came into existence, why the price has gone so high, why there's a lot of risk to it attached, and what you should do to avoid Bitcoin and other things you can do to be making money. So let's jump in and look at that now. So now, why is Bitcoin a really bad investment? Let's have a look how Bitcoin came about. So a number of years ago, Bitcoin was created to be a digital currency that wasn't tracked or traced. So people had the ability to be able to buy Bitcoin by cash, meet other people about it, and get transferred digitally to their wallets. There was no identification on Bitcoin. Now this was great because it allowed people to do transactions without the governments being able to see. So Bitcoin was limited to a certain number of Bitcoin. I think it's 21 million. They're originally $1 each, so one Bitcoin equaled $1. For many years, Bitcoin stayed around the same level. Now, as time went on, people started to buy more and more Bitcoin, started to get involved, and that's because it started to be used in different markets, even illegal markets, to sell and buy things that you shouldn't obviously buy and sell. A couple of years ago, it came about, I think a number of hedge fund managers decided that you could list Bitcoin as an index fund. So mutual funds could buy into it, companies could buy into it. And suddenly it became a tradable asset in brackets, that people could then buy. So people started to see Bitcoin not just as a currency as such, but as a physical investment that you can buy into it. But what is Bitcoin? It's computer code. You're not buying the blockchain technology that sits behind Bitcoin. You're buying a computer code. Now people are paying $40,000 for a bit of computer code. Now I've heard a lot of people saying, Bitcoin's the next best thing, it's going to go to $200,000, it's going to go to $500,000. You know what? It could go to $1 billion. When we're talking about fancy and fairy tales, it could go anywhere. There is no underlying earnings for Bitcoin. There's no underlying assets. It's not appreciating. You can't do anything to control the outcome of how Bitcoin works. You're buying something on the hope that's going to go up. Now at Freedom Hours, we want you to be in control of your financial future. And being in control of your financial future is making decisions that you can see is going to have an impact. So say, for example, you want to buy a house. Okay, houses can be expensive, but you can look at the right house in the right street, the right property yield. You can do the house up. You can look at the track record of going up over time. Shares. You can look at the value of the company, the managing directors, who's in the company, what the value of the assets are, what the debt is. There's so many different things that you can look at to determine the wealth of an asset. With Bitcoin, the gambling. It's speculative. No one knows why it's worth $40,000. I personally wouldn't even put $1 on Bitcoin. Now that's just me. Now I've got my wealth through hoping that things are going to go up. And that's the next biggest challenge in why Bitcoin is a bad investment. Is because people love to buy things that are going up. So the challenge is most human beings don't really sit there and like to think about things too much. They like things handed to them on a platter. You know, I know, Bob, you know, Bitcoin's doubled. It's got to double again. Bob goes, okay, that's a great idea. I might put $10,000 on it. Bob, how long had Bob saved that $10,000? Working in a job, saved it over 3 or 4 years after tax. Bob earned $20 an hour. That's so many hours of work that Bob did to earn that money. What happens? He puts the money in Bitcoin. Watch it every day, going up, going down, going up, going up, going up. What control do you have over that? Why would you invest in something that you have no control over, that is computer code? Now, I heard a lot of people saying that because Bitcoin is scarce, that means the price is going to go up. Now, Bitcoin is computer code. Computer code can be changed. You can increase the number of Bitcoins in circulation if you change the code, number one. Secondly, there's no regulation as well. So Bitcoin is a deregulated currency being run by people, a number of servers. So the ability of people to hack Bitcoin, take Bitcoin off you, is still there. Also, Bitcoin is not actually backed up by any government or any currency. So say you use gold, for example, as an investment. Gold actually is a tangible asset. There's a finite amount of it in the world, and it's been there for many, many years. Bitcoin, it's computer code, it's brand new, and people are gambling on it. So Bitcoin is a really, really bad investment. So if you get phone calls from people saying, buy Bitcoin, Bitcoin's great, do not do it. So what can you do? Well, having control of your financial future means having a plan in place. We went through that in past episodes. So sit there and think to yourself, I mean, if Bitcoin is part of your speculative plan, and I do have about 5% of my wealth tied to speculative investments. So that could be a gold mine, that could be a small oil exploration company. Often that's in small cap stocks, but even then, I still have had a look at the investment opportunity and evaluated it and made decisions based on it. For me, Bitcoin is like going to the casino and putting money in blackjack. Actually, I'd rather go to the casino and put money in blackjack than do Bitcoin. So in future videos, we'll talk about how to create a financial plan so you can start to have money in the future. But to start with, if you're looking at putting $3,000 or $4,000 in Bitcoin, to put in a stock market, put in stocks where you can get shares, where the company's got growth in earnings, and get dividends. That would be my suggestion. Also put it towards online businesses, which you spoke about in other videos. You can put a small amount of money online and start your own website. Start your own YouTube channel. It actually doesn't cost any money. There's so many things you can do, but please, please don't buy Bitcoin unless you understand the risks attached, okay? In my opinion, Bitcoin is not an investment. Bitcoin is a bad investment. You shouldn't buy Bitcoin. And I bet when I do this video, could be 6 months time, a year's time, it won't be $40,000 anymore. It might be $5,000, $10,000, or even $1. As you see, there's a lot of other cryptocurrencies out there like Ripple, Ethereum. They're all the same things. It's computer code. People can create code, create more digital currencies. It goes round and round and round. So anyway, please let me know in the comments below what you think. If you've jumped into digital currencies, I don't really want comments, to be honest, to say, look, I made $10,000 in Bitcoin yesterday. You know, people make $10,000 on a blackjack table. So put comments on there that really helps our subscribers, helps our viewers to make the life you desire. But yeah, make sure you jump on the other videos as well. And again, sorry I've been so passionate about this, but I've already had a lot of people come to me suggesting, should I buy Bitcoin? If you want to create wealth, you need to create wealth based on a plan. You need to create wealth based on intelligence. You need to create wealth based on time. Taking money and buying something because everyone else is doesn't work. And remember the great tulip bonanza of, I think the 1600s? The price of tulips went up, I don't know, to $500,000 for a tulip. Tulips are only worth $1, but everyone wanted to buy it. It was a mania. And we've seen so many manias before. The dot-com boom. At the moment, with the amount of money being printed, there is a lot of mania in stock markets as well as real estate markets as well. A lot of liquidity coming around. Just be careful. There's a lot of good opportunities out there. There's a lot of good deals. You can make money, but you don't have to do it through Bitcoin. Anyway, again, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out other videos. Really appreciate your support. I want you guys to have the life that you desire. And again, it's like financial freedom doesn't just happen like that. It takes time. And again, Freedom in Hours, spend a couple of hours a week fine-tuning your financial intelligence, learning new things, opening up your eyes to the world. You can do it. So thank you again for joining us here at Freedom in Hours.